Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. I'll try to adjust this a little bit. Happy Saturday. Hi, Mike Klein. Anyway, shout out to James for being the first, and also Roadrunner Billiard Club. You're posting a lot there. I don't know if you're a guy or a gal. Ileana, welcome. Linda, Toby, welcome. Rhonda, Bon. Yeah, James has a whole herd of llamas there. Hi, Cindy and MC Anthony. Okay, I think I got everybody up till then. Okay. Hi, Pamela J and Texas Rose and Jess and Hydron. Hi, Edie. Bonjour. Hi, Repent. John, see you too. Welcome in. And Lisa, Pamela. Anyway, happy Saturday. I'm amazed I'm here. Yeah, it's been a couple of days. Let me tell you. I had to, I'll tell you the story of like, I kind of created my own problem, if that makes sense. And anyway, but I'll tell you about it in a second once more people join in. Hi, Chuck and Allison. Hi, Heather. Hi, Judy. Hi, Susan, Christine. Christine, you're from Kenya? I have another viewer that lives in Kenya. I think her name's Mary. So I know it's not likely you probably know her, but you might. Hi, La Dolce Vita, Carmela, Robin, and Lisa, another Lisa. Okay, welcome in. How are you guys doing on a Saturday? Hi, Poodle Paws, love your name. And you even have the emojis to go with it. That's great. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy to be here. Hi, Tracy, Devon, Jazzy. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I actually had my glasses tightened, so they shouldn't go down on my face as much. I need to get some new glasses, but I'm waiting for October 1st because I did get my Medicare Advantage plan. So I do get an eye exam and a free pair of glasses with that. So, and then I'm going to ask for the prescription so I can buy a couple of other. I usually like to have 3 pair of readers on hand because they're prescription readers. And right now, these are the only ones I really have. One of them kind of got destroyed from in Europe. And the other one, the arm is missing a screw. And when I took it into the eye place here, they go, we don't have a screw that large. And I'm thinking, how do you not have a screw that fits glasses? The glasses are from the US, so it's not like they're foreign glasses. Anyway, these are my only glasses right now, so I have to really take care of them. Anyway, hi, Rookery. Hi, Katerina. Hi, Liddell. Starting over again. And yeah, I know. I usually buy my glasses online. There's a couple of places. I something direct or whatever is what I used last time. So anyway, there is another eye place in town. I could take this other pair to them, the one that is missing the screw, because I just can't believe they don't have a screw to fit that. There can't just be one size screw for all glasses like they're up here. So anyway. There is a dollar store, Pamela. Nothing near me. There's nothing near me. Anywhere I go is like it's an expedition at this point. So I'm asking Santa for a car. I just hope at the latest Christmas, I can get a frickin' car. So, hi, Marva. It's very rainy there. Well, it's the season in UK, isn't it? You start getting a lot of rain. HFC. Yeah, I got these tightened at Walmart, so they had a glass repair. Yeah, she actually was really nice about it, that she did tighten these for me. But yeah, the minute she looked at the other thing, she goes, "Oh no, we don't have a screw that large to fit in there." Like, and I was willing to pay. I told her, I'll pay to have this done. And anyway, hi Lucy, hi Devon, hi Ciara. It's so glad to see all you guys. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so I did take the community transportation this week over to Walmart on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. And it went really well. I have to say, this is the service that you can call that day and say, "Hey, I need to go shopping at the grocery store or Walmart or go to Home Depot or wherever," and then they'll pick you up. When you ask to be picked up. So I called. Fortunately, they weren't real busy. And they came and got me within half an hour. I got picked up in a van, a really nice new van. And I just sat up front with the driver. There was nobody else in the van. And she was very nice. And she ran me over to Walmart and they picked me up in about an hour. And it was only $1 each way. Dollar each way. So very nice. So I will definitely be using them at least once a week for something. And then they also can schedule pickups for like doctor's appointments, actual appointments you have. But you have to call about at least a day in advance for that. So yeah. Hi, Elizabeth Ann. Hi, Donna, Lydia. Nicody, welcome in. Yeah, they're bluish. They're blue. They look kind of lavenderish in the light here, but they're really just blue. And I got a spring looking color shirt on, even though it's almost the first day of fall. We're 2 days away from the first day of fall or autumn. Autumn is such a better word, I think. Isn't it in French, autumn? I think autumn. Leah, welcome in. Anyway, like I said, there is another glasses service in town that is like a optometrist or whatever. I'm going to go in there and see if they can do it. Because I'd like to at least have the other pair functional until I can get another new eye exam. I need another eye exam. Okay. Yeah, it's I Buy Direct. That's the one HFC that I used. Yeah, they're all fine. I mean, it's so great that they have inexpensive ways now to get glasses because at the actual eye doctors, like optometrists or whatever, they charge a fortune for those things. So, Rhonda, good question. I don't normally tell most people about my channel. If I really get to know them and I start, kind of talking to them over time, I might. But no, I don't typically tell everybody. Now, when I was in Europe, I ended up telling more like drivers about my channel. Not everyone, but I did tell more people there. But here, especially living here in this place, I just feel like I don't really want to be telling everybody. So a lot of people here, though, already in my building know that I have a channel because my landlady, she was very excited about me coming. And so she told them, and there's no problem with that. That's, she's being nice and I appreciate that. But I don't go out of my way to tell people myself that I do because some people are really nice about it and really cool about it and they have questions and whatever. And then other people can be like, dismissive because a lot of people don't like what they view as YouTubers. And so it can get weird. Oh, we got some Elizabeth Ann, you're speaking Italian. That's great. Hi, bonjour, Jean-Marc. Hi, Meowser. Anyway, so that was really my big out. I have the most unexciting life right now, guys. I still don't have my apartment together, and part of it is that I have not. I've I've alluded to this before, but I'll talk about it a little more now that more people have joined in. But I have not been well since I got here. I mean, first it was kind of exhaustion from the trip itself and just still feeling I wasn't really in my real apartment first, and so it was kind of like still living out of a suitcase feeling. And then but I continued to have, and I've told you this, lower tummy problems. And also, the blood pressure problem, which I've been taking something for. So I have a confession here in a second on that. But even with I just have not felt myself. I honestly it's really ever since I got the virus back in COVID. I have not felt myself since then. I really haven't. It was very stressful after I got that. It was very stressful recovering. I had the blood pressure thing is very scary to me. It really is. Having never dealt with that before in my life, it's just very scary that your blood pressure can just like shoot up. Like just, I didn't even know that was a thing. And so I don't feel great. And, I don't stress it a lot on here because I'm trying to be upbeat on, especially when I do a live stream. But, oh, John Mark, you had a doctor's appointment. You're still coping kind of too. I know. It's like when you don't feel well, and it's not like I'm sick. It's not like any of you that if you have a lower tummy issue, you know what I'm talking about. You don't feel, if I had my own car and was going out to do quick errand, that would be fine. But knowing I'm going out and I don't have any control over when I'm going to necessarily get back, it makes it really scary when I don't know if my tummy's acting up that day more than normal. I mean, it's not like I'm in the bathroom all the time. It's not like that, but it's like, it's still unpredictable. And so anyway, here's the stupid thing I did. I'll just confess here. Thanks for your well wishes. Thanks, Maya. Anyway, so I had been monitoring my blood pressure every day. And the last bad episode I had was the Monday after I got here to where I'm at, the town. And I had a little episode. I've been taking my blood pressure medicine every day, but my blood pressure kind of went up a bit, not like bad like it did initially, but it was enough to cause me the headaches, and just feeling it. Like I can feel it now. I know when it's off. And so that happened. That was about 2.5 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago that happened. And so then it settled down, and I really don't know what caused that because I had not been missing any medications or anything, so I don't know why it did that. Um, well, Lisa, it was back. I don't know exactly how high it was 3 weeks ago when I had a spike because I didn't take my blood pressure in the middle of the night because I was scared. So I took it in the morning and it was like 155 over like 90. So I'm assuming it probably was higher than that at some point during the night, but I don't think it was way high. Well, anyway, so I've been doing fine. I've been checking my blood pressure every day, and my blood pressure average is about 109 over 70, I would say, which is great. It's absolutely fantastic. But I still wasn't feeling great because I still have I still have side effects from the blood pressure medicine also, which is also why I don't feel great. But then I was stupid. I don't know why, because I think I'm just so frustrated being on this medication because it's causing other problems. Believe it or not, it also causes headaches. So it's like I have to be able to tell the difference between the headache caused by the medication and the headache caused by the blood pressure, which is different. And it causes the lower tummy thing, which is to me the worst part of it. It causes having to go to the bath, pee many times in the middle of the night, which to me, that's not the worst of it. Usually I have to go twice, sometimes 3 times, but that's not even the worst symptom. I can deal with that. But it causes just some other weird stuff. And all of it, I looked it up afterwards, and I have a lot of the side effects of that medication. It's our Stan, it's like I'm drawing a blank now. It'll come to me in a second. I'm like, I don't know. I can't. It starts with an A. So anyway, um, it's just been the bane of my existence because I can't get into. Oh, that's it. Amlodipine. That's what it is. HFC. Amlodipine. It's horrible. So I've been really frustrated. So my blood pressure was looking so good for over 2 weeks, and I thought, well, maybe if I just cut it down to every other day, I'll take one every other day. It'll be fine because apparently I'm doing okay. My blood pressure's come down a lot. It's pretty stable, and so like an idiot, I went off on. I missed a day on, I think it was Wednesday. Then I took one Thursday morning. I wasn't going to go off it completely. Of course, wasn't going to do. Thank God I didn't do that. And then yesterday, I didn't take one in the morning again because I was going to skip yesterday. Well, I was on the phone with my best friend in Oregon yesterday, and it just, I could feel like I was just sitting on my bed and stuff, but I coughed and I could feel my head felt like it was going to explode, like feeling like when I just did a dry cough kind of thing. And I thought, that's not good because that doesn't normally happen. And so I took my blood pressure and it was like 160 something over 92 or something, which again wasn't like emergency room visit worthy, but it was definitely elevated. And I went, crap. And so I immediately took a pill. And then I checked my blood pressure in the evening and it was down to about 150 over like 85. So it came down a bit. And then I took a pill this morning, and I'm not skipping a day now until I can switch medications. And, but I just don't like it. I just don't like this. I don't like, I feel like a different person on taking this medicine right now. It's just weird. Yes, violets and roses. I want to acknowledge what you're saying there. Benicar, that's the one that when I looked at, I did a bunch of research into this, and that one, Benicar, is apparently very rare to have any side effects. And it's a different category of blood pressure medication. So that's the one I would like to go on. I'd like to bring that up when I can see a doctor. But since I'm not covered till the 1st and it's a process to get into the doctor, I'm not going to still be able to get seen. I don't think, I asked the doctor's offices about this, and I don't think the urgent care would prescribe me another medicine. I mean, it's possible. If I get desperate enough this week, I'll just go to the urgent care and say, please, can you just switch the medicine? So I know, GM. Well, it's not worse. I certainly don't want my blood pressure going through the roof. So, that's worse than what's going on with the medicine, but it's just, man. Anyway, I know this is all a result of the COVID. The COVID, definitely. I've been doing more research about that. This I don't know if it'll go away. A lot of what I'm reading says that a lot of people are experiencing this for several weeks or months after they had COVID. So, you know, no, Lisa. Yeah, I don't drink or smoke, so I don't have that problem. I had COVID right almost at the beginning of August, Jean-Marc, and it was a killer. It was really bad. I was as sick as I'd been in probably 30 years. And I didn't have to be hospitalized or anything, but I was really sick. And And then I didn't even realize the blood pressure thing didn't happen till the COVID kind of resurged about 2 weeks after I first got it. And that's when it just spiked. It just absolutely spiked my blood pressure. Buffering, guys, I can't do anything about it. No, I never had a history of high blood pressure. That's what's so odd. Still hear me. Can you guys still hear me? I know it's buffering. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, my for a couple of weeks that I thought, maybe I can just cut down and I won't have as much problem. And apparently that was not correct. I don't think it's that, Sandra. I've been back in the US for 2 months. I don't think it just screwed me up. Okay, as long as you can still hear me, it should be better now. Anyway, I tell you. So yeah, I kind of screwed myself, and I took blood pressure this morning, and it was down to 140/74. So I still don't feel good though. I still kind of have a headache. Of course, the medication, Pam, I don't get dizziness with it, thank goodness, but I get headachy from it. I get the lower tummy problem from it. I get I can also hear my heartbeat more, which I think is pretty normal apparently. And so, yes, Connie, I am meditating. If I wasn't doing that, I would have lost my freaking mind. So, oh, yeah, but I had Epstein-Barr so long ago. I already had problems from that, Rhonda. So I don't think it's from that. I think it's literally, any virus like this COVID thing causes new problems. And the older you are, the more likely you're going to have after effects from viruses. It's a thing. When your body, I had a virologist explain this to me years ago. When you have a virus, a bad virus. Hi, Teffy Club. Welcome in, moderator. And but when you have a virus, especially a bad one, it just waiting to fight it. And that's what happened to me like 40 years ago when I got Epstein-Barr virus. It did the same thing, and I had a lot of problems for several years. So now this COVID is now my new, not best friend, frenemy. It's just a frenemy, apparently. Anyway, Air Stan's asking how I meditate. No, I meditate combination of mindfulness and doing like some mantra phrases and then breathing. I do like several things to meditate. I have my own system. You just kind of come up with what works for you. And Ileana, okay, that's a good tip. Yeah, I've been taking it at least once a day, but I probably should take it the same time every morning and in the evening. And then I have a blood pressure thing that, keeps the memory of what it is so I can go back and look at everything. But, oh no, Lisa, you had gallbladder removed Thursday. Oh, well, I'm glad you're through that. No, Jean-Marc, but they did test me when I had to go to the ER about a month ago. It's been about a month now. And even though it was 2.5 weeks after I'd first gotten sick, I was still testing positive then. And here's my interpretation, because, I'm old and I've been through a lot of viruses. My interpretation is that I believe this version of COVID, what it does is it reactivates in your system every once in a while, like decreasingly over time, but it like reactivates and then it causes like symptoms. And so I think what happened is, I think it maybe wasn't just me not taking the medicine, my blood pressure medicine. I also think that the COVID was like, I'm going through a couple of days at a time where it kind of reactivates it. And then it just, so, I didn't feel, it was weird until I realized what was happening with my blood pressure when I was on the phone with my friend yesterday. I didn't feel that great when I woke up. Like, I was like, why don't I just felt off, like just off. Anyway, I'm assuming that this will pass. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Will this things will pass. So eventually I'll probably have fewer and fewer problems, but I do need to change blood pressure medicines because this thing is just, causing a problem. Jean Marc, I did get the vaccine, but I hadn't had it for like 2.5 years. So that's why I didn't have a current thing. Yes, HSC, that's right. You can test positive for a long time because there's fragments that remain and they trigger an immune system response. Exactly. And what happens is over time, that usually, decreases. So I'm just hoping that this will, be better. So I just wanted to tell you guys though, apparently, yeah, you don't never want to go even cut down on your blood pressure medicine if you have a weird problem that you can't figure out why it keeps doing that. So, okay. Yeah, exactly, Pamela. Well said. Yeah, anytime you go through a new illness in your life, this, I'm sure you guys can identify with this. Um, when you go through a new illness in your life and you've never had it before, it can cause all kinds of weird aftershocks, to your system, especially the older you get. When you're young, you can bounce back better from certain things, but yeah, yeah, good. Yes, Jean Marc. It did mess up my stomach initially. My lower tummy really got messed up from the COVID itself. Actually, it was one of the last symptoms I had of it. It hit me about 4 days in. But so what it's doing is now so I don't even know what's causing the lower tummy thing. I think it's a combination of things. I think it's still what's happening left over from the COVID. I think it's the amlodipine. I think it's um also, when I took those, you guys, if you've been watching for a while, you know that I took those really heavy duty antibiotics in France when I had the abscess, and that really messed up my stomach. And it kind of was trying to get back to normal over the next 2 months, but I still had some issues from that. So I think going into having COVID, it was still not back to normal. And then the COVID just put it over the edge. And then the amlodipine put it over the edge. And so now that's it. Yeah, Jazzy, I think you just have to find the right medication. Exactly. Yeah, and antibiotics, they're talk about a frenemy. Uh, Antibiotics are my, yeah, they're not good for me. There's very few antibiotics that don't cause a problem for me. And they didn't have my favorite antibiotic over in France. So they gave me this combo. I know one of them was Flagyl. And if you know anything about Flagyl, that is a serious antibiotic. So that's why it really destroyed my tummy. Anyway, I am taking a probiotic now, like an acidophilus pearl I take now, and I'm hoping that eventually it will be okay. I'm allergic to a few antibiotics, Leah, but not, I am allergic to penicillin. But most of them just cause side effects, too many side effects for me. And they definitely, most of them screw up my lower stomach. So, but I can take Keflex, which is actually related to penicillin, but it's never caused a problem. But they didn't have Keflex, which is ciprofloxacin, I think. They didn't have it in France. So that's my favorite, Jean Marc, is Keflex, because I've never had a bad problem with it. I don't know, Linda, what type of flu is out this year. I don't worry as much about flu. I know this is weird to say, and I'm not a doctor, but I am telling you this is true. It is much harder to catch flu than it is a cold or COVID or anything else because the virus is actually larger. I mean, yeah. And what it is that if you just don't get near people who have flu or you're not touching things, that somebody with flu has, or, you're washing your hands or use, whatever. You generally won't. I haven't had flu. Okay. I'm going to knock on wood because the minute I say I haven't had it, it'll happen. But I haven't had flu in 13 years. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm much more worried now about, yeah, I don't know that I would survive another COVID, honestly. That was so horrible. Anyway. Okay, so let's switch gears. You guys asked me some other questions. We're about 30 minutes in. Oh, wait a minute. We need an appearance. Okay, I really hesitate to bring this up here because it's just in its brainstorming phases right now. But I was talking to my best friend on the phone yesterday, and I was saying, Lucy needs her own channel. I mean, and I have a great idea for how to do a channel for Lucy. So I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to do it. I'm just saying I'm toying with the idea. What's that? What's that, Lucy? What is that? Yeah, she's the Dalai Lama. Elizabeth Ann, that's great. I love it. She's the Dolly, Dolly Lama. Well, Lisa, Laura just answered your question. Or no, Lisa, you just answered somebody else's question. No, I don't, Laura, but I would not fly again without wearing a mask. I can tell you that. That to me, the planes are the worst places. Thank you, Mary. Yes, everyone hit the like button, please. Yeah, the Dalai Lama. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I think Lucy's show, that name is taken. No, I have a really funny idea for how to do a thing for her, but it's going to require a lot of planning. And honestly, I probably can't really do it till I have transportation, till I have a car, because I would really do some fun things with Lucy, and she just have her own dedicated channel. It's basically her. Of course, I'm doing her voice, but it'd just be her. So well, and her friends. And Lucy would have friends. So I know, Teffy. Well, you know what? It would be a just for fun channel, and who knows, I mean, I know that I would have some people on this channel that would subscribe to that, so I appreciate that. But yeah. So hi, Diana by the beach. How are you feeling? Are you doing okay? Let us know how you're doing. Um Well, it's not Pamela, it doesn't look great. This is just my background with my little autumn scene, and then my little post my that is a real tapestry here over here, which is from the Santuario de Chimayo. I always say it wrong. I used to call it Chimayo, and then I was corrected and it said it was like Chimayo. Anyway, that's in New Mexico. Oh, sorry, over here. Yeah, but it wouldn't be for kids, Teffy, because Lucy is an adult and she has adult humor. So I don't think I want to make it for kids. I mean, not that she's going to be using profanity or like 4-letter words all the time, but I mean, Um, oh, good. You're doing well, Diana. Well, common sense, you might be one of the lucky people. There are a certain number of people that never got COVID. And the reason is there's a certain immunity. Some people are just immune to it. So, wish that were the case for me, but it did not happen. Robinar, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, now see, Lucy, you got a new name. The Dalai Lama. Look at that. Oh, she's laughing on the inside. Yeah. Yeah, well, on YouTube, when you have a channel, you either mark it as appropriate for children or not. And most adult channels basically are not considered like appropriate. I mean, I don't usually do anything on this channel that wouldn't be appropriate for children, but I don't really mark it as appropriate for children because I'm talking about adult things. I'm not, it's not a child related topic. So Lucy is an adult llama. I know she's small, but she's an adult. And so she'd have an adult llama channel. So I do have to tell you guys something really funny. So when I took the little when I took the transport over to Walmart on Thursday, I'm up there in the front, passenger seat, and I'm talking to the driver, and we pull onto the main road, and these people on a house were having a yard sale, and I looked over, and they had a big llama in the yard, like a not like giant full size llama, but I mean like a probably I'm guessing almost 2 feet tall stuffed llama. And I looked at it, I went, darn, I can't get out. I can't go there. Like I can't walk there. Like I can't even check the llama out. So oh, I know Lucy. See, Lucy's upset now. She goes, you could have bought a friend for me and you didn't. Couldn't stop. So well, see, if Lucy has her own channel, HFC, there would be, of course, Lucy merch on there. Yeah. R Stan, look at my video tomorrow. I'm talking about why I started a channel. And so you might want to, I didn't go into all the how I learned everything, but I will talk a little bit about it. I actually filmed some of it, but then I'm redoing it after this live stream. So yeah, I might talk about how did I learn the beginnings of it. So I will tell you though, Arstan, if you're thinking of starting one yourself, the old phrase "start before you're ready" is true. So if you don't feel ready, just start one anyway. Because you know what? Normally it takes a while for most channels to gain traction. So you can learn as you go, basically. That's true, Elizabeth Ann. Yes, I know. I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm not around people a lot. I could eat right. I love garlic. Well, I'm half Italian. Of course I love garlic. But yeah, I really love garlic. But I like the pills you can take that also are no odor. Like you can take a garlic pill. Probably not as good as the real thing, but hi, Joe Ellen from Mississippi. Lydia, trouble with Lucy. She's a woolly thinker. Yeah, well, she's deep. She's a deep llama, let me tell you. And she's been very concerned about me with my blood pressure problem. Let me tell you, she is a good buddy. She's a good friend. Okay, Nordic. Oh, Katerina, if you're getting well paid from YouTube now, you once said it gives you more. Yes, it does give me more than my Social Security. I can't give you an exact amount just because it varies every month. But my Social Security, well, I don't get this, but my Social Security is $12.77 a month. I don't get that because they take out Medicare Part B, unfortunately. But I get generally my average on YouTube is more than $12.77 a month. I can tell you that. I think there's only been 2 months I made less than that. 2 months, maybe the whole time I've been monetized. So yes, it does give me more than that. Well, Carol, I generally, I will say this, and I am totally in favor of most vaccines, but I don't normally get the flu shot because it's very weird to say this. And I hate saying this because then it sounds like but the flu shot to me, first of all, is usually not super effective against whatever strain is going around. And I don't like just getting a shot for no reason, like, something for no reason. Because I still have like a side effect usually from most shots. Even I'm a person that gets side effects from everything apparently. And the weird reason I don't, and I'm just saying this about the flu shot, is the 2 times I had the flu shot in the last 30 years. Well, let's see. In 30 years, I probably have had a flu shot maybe 3 times. 2 of those times, I got the flu. Now, not right after the shot or anything, which you can't get it from the shot. But I mean, 3 months later, I get the flu. And I'm thinking, this is so weird that I get the shot. Now, admittedly, the flu was not as bad as it could have been if I hadn't had the shot. So I recognize that. But I'm just saying it set up a weird thing in my head where it's almost like I'm tempting fate by getting the flu shot. It's a weird, I know that's just me. I'm not advocating that for anybody else. I'm just saying it's weird. So, yeah, and like I said, I also know this unless I'm around a lot of people, like if I were still in the workforce, and I was still working and stuff like that, I'd be more likely to get a flu shot. I'm alone most of the time. I'm not around a lot of other people. And so I know the flu is harder to catch than a cold or COVID or, a bunch of other things. And so for me, just by taking normal precautions of just, I wash my hands a lot, I use hand sanitizer. If it's height of flu season, I actually would wear a mask going to the store. Um, I don't know. And I don't know, that could change as I get older. Maybe I'll cave in and get the flu shot. I don't know. Yes, Elizabeth Ann, apparently, yes. For most people, your immune system weakens as you get older. It just does. It's just part of aging, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of things are part of aging. I'm discovering right now. I mean, I'm 70 years old, and the way I have felt the last, almost 2 months, ever since, I feel like I've aged 5 years in 2 months. So that's not good. Oh, I know what you mean, Lisa. Yeah, I know. I don't take regular supplements, or Stan. I prefer having, I'm trying to eat healthier food right now. I just don't really get it. I've never gotten big into supplements. I just haven't. I've taken certain things at certain times, if needed it, but no, I don't normally take a lot of. I've gotten the pneumonia series, Lisa. Yeah. And I need to get the Shingrix, the one for shingles. I really need to get that as soon as I'm feeling better. Because I think that's a series of 2 shots as well. I do want to get that, but I don't want to complicate things right now because I'm already a mess. So, yes. Hi, Vibeke. Hi, how are you? Vibeke? I don't know how to say your name appropriately. Uh, yes, it is always good to wash your hands. My mother taught me well about that one. Anytime I go out of my place where I'm living and I come back, the first thing I do is go wash my hands. First thing I do. So, Chuck and Allison asked, did you go explore? No, I did explore the community transportation. I guess that was it. And I did walk. Yesterday, I went for a little walk because I was kind of freaking out about my blood pressure thing. So I walked across the road and I walked down towards where there's a, it's a community center, I guess it is. It's like a sports center thing. I really need to walk all the way down there, but to walk back is kind of up a hill. I mean, not a real steep hill, but it is up a hill. And I'm not up to that yet, but I need to start making my way there. So, yeah, Lisa, I don't want to get the shingles. Yeah, yeah. I mean, some people have a mild, my mother had shingles only once, and it was pretty mild. She had it like on her side or something, and it was just this little patch, and it was like, it wasn't that bad, but yeah. I don't know, Robinar, possibly. Again, I can't really get out. I feel so trapped, guys. I never felt this trapped in Europe because I knew that I could at least, go outside, catch a cab easily, or at worst get a Uber, or take I even took a bus in Perpignan. I took the tube in London. Like I just have never felt so trapped. I mean, this isn't a great place to be able to walk everywhere from where I'm at right now. And I can walk some places, but not really any stores that much. Or if I can, I can walk there, but I can't walk back. So yeah, I'm just feeling very trapped. And of course, I'm feeling trapped by how I feel too, which is thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Hi, Bronwyn. I hope things are okay in Australia. Yeah, yeah, Rosie. Yeah, tell people. Yeah, people don't realize shingles can be horrible, horrible if you get them. Oh, there, I can walk to the library, Kay, but can't get back because of the giant hills. Um, I can walk downhill to get to them, and I really have trouble getting back. So, yeah, I've been to the library a couple times. I know. I miss that about Europe HFC. I miss the transportation. I really do. I really do. Um, yes, Katerina. Well, again, nearby is I have to walk to something, but getting back would be a problem. But yeah, there is kind of a park nearby. Um, yeah, Elizabeth Ann, that's what I took on Thursday. It's kind of like a dial-a-ride service or whatever. Yeah. But that's only to go to like a specific place and I mean, I could take it to go to the library and come back or whatever. So, oh, Bronwyn, you just had shingles? Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm glad you're over that. I've heard about Lyft Silver, but the problem with Lyft is the same with Uber where I am. There's no drivers. Like I know there is this Lyft Silver, but again, I'm in such a small town, Ohio, that it's like it doesn't really operate well here is the problem. Yeah, I did that yesterday, Ileana. I went for a walk. Yes. Yeah. I've got to push myself because I know it'll make me feel better. It's good for my blood pressure. It's good for my stress. Um, you know, No, Katie, I just want to feel better right now. It's not so much that I'm looking to, I know that once I feel better that I can do more things and I hopefully can get back to somewhat normal, but I just don't know. Yeah, I know, Rhonda. I know. I do need a car. I do need one, but I have a walking pole kind mind. I have a wooden like, trek stick. Walking stick. Yeah. Hi, Pamela. Our stand. Oh, so you live in a suburb of Columbus. Yeah. I know, John, see you too. I'm pushing myself. I'm going to go out today too. I got to start building up again. Is Jeff in here? Bonjour. No, there aren't dedicated parking spaces, Robinar, with the apartment, but there are parking spaces. I would have a place to park. It's just that they're not a dedicated thing. Hi, stay tuned. Thank you for saying that. I would just get a used car. I'm just going to see. I still have to wait at least another month. I just do. And it's me, so I'm going to be complaining about it for a whole month. with a laugh, but I will be complaining about it. Hi, Jeff. Thank you. It wouldn't be you without asking about clubbing. Jeff, you missed the part where I talked about that Lucy may get her own channel. So, Lucy, She might want to go clubbing when she has the new channel. So I know, Laura. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your encouragement about the walking. Absolutely. No, Vivi, I talked about it last week in the live stream. I can't do an electric bike here. First of all, I'd have to use a trike because I don't feel safe on a regular two-wheeled e-bike. But our roads here are not conducive to it. They just aren't. It's not. They're too narrow, and there's no shoulders hardly at all. So I couldn't do it here. In fact, I don't think I've seen. I still haven't seen an e-bike since I've been here. So I don't think so. La Dolce Vita, they don't have that like Zip car service or Turo. There's some other services like that. Not in this small of a town. They're not going to have that. Yeah, I'm going to look into all options, kind mind. I don't know. I just know that until I actually have a vehicle of some kind, this is, in my other town I lived in California, it was fine, but because they had more options for transportation there, but here, no. It's just this is really, really frustrating. It really is. And I didn't know I'd feel this frustrated. I mean, I had no way of knowing. First of all, I hadn't been here before. I got here. I just thought, all of the research I'd done online was that I thought Uber was active. So I thought, well, once a week I can take an Uber and go get something done and it'll be fine. But I also didn't realize there were going to be hills as much as there were to walk up. I thought it was going to be a little bit flatter. So there was just a lot of things I didn't know because I hadn't been here. I mean, there's just no way I could have known this stuff. So anyway, any other questions you guys have? We're at 52 minutes here. Let me any other questions you guys have for or anything else you wanted to just bring up? I'm going to have some water. Hi, Fran. How Toby? Yeah, collapsible would have been helpful in Europe. I actually didn't really need one in Europe. Most of the places that I was walking were relatively flat, and I mean, yeah, there was a lot of uneven pavement and cobblestones and stuff like that, but I didn't really have any problem walking there. I don't know, Robinar. There might be. I know there is no senior center here. I know people have asked about that in the comments. There is no actual senior center here. So that is not an option for the place. Yeah, it's actually not really smart water. I do love smart water, but I'll get one like maybe once a week and then I just refill the bottles until I get the next one. So I do drink spring water though. I ordered from Walmart Plus, if I hadn't told you that before. I think I told the Tuesday live stream. But I ordered from Walmart Plus and got some additional groceries because the other day when I went, I didn't really get that many groceries. I got mostly other stuff, but yeah. Okay, some questions. Oh, that's funny, Bear Paws. Lucy drinks lemonade. That's hysterical. Oh, she's laughing. Oh, she just fell over. She was laughing so hard. Okay. Our Stan, yeah, if I ever can get back to Europe, I depending on where I'm going to, yeah, I would take study languages. Oh, Elizabeth Ann, you're considering Avignon? Rosie, did you send that through an email? I don't remember a recipe for lowering blood pressure. It's better to send it to my email, like eldergalbusiness@gmail.com, because then I'll get it. I don't remember seeing that. Oh, I don't know, Karen. I've aged 5 years in 2 months. So what can I say? Oh, Toby. Yeah, degenerative disc disease, not fun. No. No above lentils. I don't know what you mean, Rosie. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are, yeah, good. Anyway, any other questions you guys have? I hope so, HFC. I hope I'll feel better and younger when things settle. I just want to get back to feeling 70. Of course, by that time, I'll be 71. Okay, so I just want to get back to feeling 71. Hi, Ouija from the Netherlands. Welcome in. Oh, I'm sorry, Elizabeth Ann. That's not good. So it's genetic, then it sounds like. Yeah, I won't see it on the chat, Rosie. You're going to need to, you'll see my email address in the description of the live stream, and you just send, if you have specific things, just send it in there. Yes, my spirit is young, but it can always only carry me so far, Karen. It's just, uh, yeah, Elizabeth Ann, there is a park. It's not, I wouldn't say like super nearby. I mean, it's walkable technically to the park, and I do need to go check it out. But this has been a bad week. Just haven't felt great the last several days. So I'm just getting out how I can right now. My birthday's in November. I did not find a favorite coffee house, Hazel Eyes. I went to one, but I just didn't like. I had to go upload a video there the first week I was here, and it took, their Wi-Fi was horrible. It took forever. I guess my glasses still keep falling down. It's because I'm hot and my nose is sweaty. But the thing is that I didn't really like the vibe. I had just some tea in there. I got some. I think I got some iced tea, and it was okay. So Edie, not yet. I have to go get a driver's license this week. Oh, so the plan for this week, that brings me to the plan for this week. I need to rent a car. I was going to do it this past week, but didn't feel well. Had a problem with I talked about it on my Tuesday live stream. I had a problem with a credit card getting compromised. And so I have to send me another one. Anyway, I really need to rent a car this week for at least a day because I've got so many things I got to get done in town, and I can't do it just on transportation. That would take me one day. I'd have to do something every day on the transportation service to get everything done, and I still wouldn't get everything done. So I just need to rent a car. They do have a car rental in town, and so I'm just going to be doing that this week. I have to. It's just I'm so frustrated I can't get stuff accomplished. So, because I'm trapped. Well, thank you, John. We'll see. I think I'll be able to do it. It depends. I'm supposed to get a bonus from YouTube next month, in about a month. And I might be able to get something I need with part of that. So we'll see. I don't know. Thank you, Carol, for the tip. Yes. Yeah, I have to go out. I just have to push myself sometimes, but it did feel good even yesterday, even though I was feeling awful in the afternoon. I did make myself it go out and get a walk. Rosie, it's in the description of this live stream. So after the live stream, you can go down and look and you'll see the email address. Yeah, I know, HFC. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, something. I know. Yeah, I don't like feeling trapped. I don't know about you guys. I should do a video on this, on the whole thing about feeling trapped. It's a really, some people, I think it bothers most people, excuse me. I think it bothers most people, but some people are bothered by it more than others. Now, with me, I love being home. Don't get me wrong. I am very much a homebody. I have no problem with being, I never get bored. I'm happy being just home. But when I have to get things done and I don't have a good way to do it, And I just, because I don't have a transportation, I don't have reliable transportation that I can just easily take and get stuff done. It's just, you know, it's frustrating and I feel trapped. And then I feel trapped also because I don't have, there's not a bunch of people I know here or whatever that I can call if there's an emergency or just if I need assistance with something. Like it's on many levels. And the interesting thing is for the most part in Europe, I was not feeling trapped. I was feeling a little bit the last part of it when I was in Albania, but I wasn't feeling trapped like this. I was feeling trapped when I was in California and I was trying to, find a place to live. I felt very trapped in that situation because again, I didn't have transportation. I had to rely on someone else. I had to rely on someone else to provide a place to stay because I couldn't afford to pay a hotel for like a month. So I mean, I've felt trapped ever since I've been back in the US actually, but for different reasons. And right now I just feel, kind of trapped. And I'm hoping that no, it's not really, well, it is a little bit isolated, but I think trapped is the right word for me because when I want to stay home and not do anything and not go out for days, and it's my choice, I don't feel trapped by that because then it's my choice. And I like just being home and just relaxing or whatever. But when I know that I have no other choice, then it's like trapped. And it's just, I don't know. Does anybody else bothered by feeling trapped by a situation? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Yeah. See, I just came up with an idea for a video now about the feeling trapped. Hook Lucy up to a rickshaw. Hey, believe me, I wish she could carry me. I wish she could. Um, yeah, kind mind. Yeah. See, you said when your vehicle breaks down, I have panic attacks. I know. Yeah. Yeah, we're very car centric here. And it's, if you live, again, if I lived in a city that had really good public transportation and it was easy to walk around and get places, that would be fine. I could handle that. But the combination of things here, it just makes it much more difficult. And so, I just got to deal with that. James, have to go enjoy your lunch, buddy. Thank you for joining in. Sandra, yeah, I can drive on snow. I drove like most of my life until the last few years. And then, of course, I drove all the way across country. But no, I've driven in all kinds of conditions. I still prefer not having a car in life, but I realize I just can't do that here. I just can't. Yes, La Dolce Vita. See, that's true. I know the ease of travel is just so much better there. Yeah, that's good, Jean-Marc. Yeah. See, stay tuned says hate feeling trapped. Yeah. See? Yeah. Yeah, I think most people can. I think most people are triggered. I think everybody's triggered by something different though that makes them feel trapped. I also feel trapped by what's going on with me physically. So it's not just the actual transportation. It's just, I'm kind of trapped because I've got some physical issues that make it harder to get around or feel like I can be out for long periods of time. And so, yeah. Yes. Can we, thank you, T Cash. Keep reminding people, please hit the like button. Thank you. You have Austrian citizenship, Rosie? Well, why don't you live there? You should live there if you've got citizenship, if that's where you want to be. Oh, I know. Texas Rose, this is one of the reasons I've resisted having a car. I did have a car briefly in 2000. When did I buy it? In 2021. I had it for a year and a half, but I bought just a car that had all these problems and I had to spend about $1,000 to fix stuff, and then it still just was not I had to sell it. I couldn't deal with it. And that was the worst used car I've ever bought. And so that made me like reluctant to even want to get another car. So you know. Oh, your hubby doesn't want to, Rosie? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe just go for 3 months at a time and live over there. At least get some of the taste of that. Yeah, common sense. Yeah, I can imagine. I know. The eye thing, yeah, with cataracts. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, well, YouTube is a great I thank gosh for YouTube because not only because I have a channel and I can earn a part-time income, but it's just I was watching YouTube for years before I ever had a channel, and it's always been tremendous entertainment for me. I mean, not just entertainment, but I've learned a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. So, yes, Teffy shares, and it is true. Denmark constantly, where Vibeke lives, is consistently has one of the highest happiness indexes in the world. Hi, Shirley. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you, Ouija. Thank you. John Mark. Yeah, well, yes, I agree, Toby. I'm looking for either a used Honda or Toyota if I get one. So because they make the best used cars, and so I'm hoping I will get one of those, but we'll see. Can't really even, until I have to wait a month. I have to wait at least a month. So I just got to pace myself. And some days I'm going to get really frustrated and I'll just go out for a walk and clear my head and, hopefully be able to get into a doctor in about 2 weeks. And, if I get too frustrated, I can walk to an urgent care from here. But again, I have to go up a couple of big hills to get back. And it's really hard for me. So, but if the urgent care, if I need to switch my medicine. So, yeah, Edie, I know. I hope your arm's doing better. Yeah, I know you haven't been able to drive, so because you feel trapped. I know. I know. It's so weird. And like I said, I never felt this kind of trapped when I was in Europe. It's just so interesting to me. So, especially in Perpignan, because I learned to ride the bus there even. So I didn't even have to take Uber or taxi all the time or anything. I really just learned how to take the bus to get to most places I needed to. And it was inexpensive and it was just easy. It was so easy. Plus it was easy walking there. So, and it was easy to walk in Dijon too. So, I do, Lucy. I am playing my guitar every day. Well, I miss a day once in a while, but I am getting back. My fingers are coming back. So, Dolores says, is it a large apartment building? No, it's just pretty small. It's just one building, 20 something apartments. That's it. Just a little individually owned apartment. Yeah, I face north, so I get like northern light in the day, and so I like it. And it's, in the winter it'll be colder, but in the summer it'll be nicer because, and we had a warm week this week, and I think I turned on the AC a little bit in the afternoon for a few hours, and that's it. But yeah, it'll be nice. I'm just reading your comments over here. San no, there's not parking is free, but there are some like garage areas, which I think you do have to pay extra. And so you would get a designated like garage thing you could put your car in. But I didn't even ask how much that is because I don't have a car at this point. So I don't think I would do that. I have been told that they don't get that much snow here anymore in this particular location. Um, and so I'm counting on that it should not be any worse than it was where I was living in Northern California, because we got snow there too in the winter, not tons, but we did get some snow. And as long as we don't have constant snow, I'm fine. So, okay. CR asked if I'm feeling depressed. I am right now. No, I don't know if it's really depression or I'm just anxious. I'm really anxious. This little latest blood pressure debacle shook me up for a couple of days here. So I'll be okay. I'm anxious. I tend to get more anxious than depressed about things. So I would say not really depressed. I know, HFC. I may have to do that. I just can't wait another couple of weeks. This is just, crazy. Yes, my driver's license. Oh, Edie, to circle back to your comment. I do need to go get a driver's license this week. You're supposed to get it in the first month that you live here, technically. And I mean, technically, I'm a resident, but my license is still valid. But I do need to get a driver's license. And when I do, I will, register to vote and all that stuff. I mean, I have to officially choose my residency because for tax purposes anyway. So I'll have like a partial year here and a partial year in California. So I can't stay tuned. I can't even do a golf cart here in this place because I don't think you could drive them on these roads here. I think you have to be on back roads or whatever. So I think, or side roads. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody driving a golf cart. I don't think this is golf cart friendly, just like it's not really e-bike friendly. Um, oh yeah, Diana, I know. I'm sure the car insurance is less here. So, yes, you are cheering me up, Jean-Marc. You guys always cheer me up on Saturday. I appreciate you guys being here. Oh no, T Cash, I don't want to live in Florida. I lived in Florida as a kid. We lived there when I was 9, 10 years old for a year when my dad was overseas. My grandparents lived there, so we were always visiting. I've been in Florida many, many times. I've been everywhere in Florida except the Keys. I never made it down to the Keys, but I've been everywhere else. So, yeah, I do remember T Cash. That's a Seinfeld thing. I know. Yeah, Toby, the Sienna van, the Toyota Sienna is a good car, and I'd get an older one than that. Probably, I'm looking at maybe a 2010 or something like that kind of thing is the year I'm looking at. I can't get anything much newer than that, or it's just too expensive. Oh, 2002. Yeah. Yeah, they're good cars. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we'll probably wrap it up for today. Oh, I don't really remember, Elizabeth Ann. I haven't lived there in so long. I don't know. Um, I don't even know what my favorite place was in Florida, to be honest with you. Probably, I used to love the beach when I was a kid, so I would say probably one of the beaches, Daytona Beach or something like that. Probably was one of my favorites when I was, young. But thank you, Ileana. Yeah, thank you for all your good wishes. Just keep your fingers crossed that Well, I'm not going to definitely not going off the blood pressure thing at all unless I just switch to a different one. But yeah, just keep your fingers crossed. I really hope I start feeling better. And Lucy says goodbye. Hasta luego. um, so I hope you all have a great week ahead. And I will be doing another live stream Tuesday for those of you who can join in. It will be a topic. I don't have the topic yet, but I will have that by Monday. So I will put that on there. Oh, Jeff, you're still there. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. We'll have to talk soon. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I hope you have a good week. Oh, I loved St. Augustine. I'm glad you brought that up, Mary. I loved St. Augustine. That's the historic town in Florida. So cool. Lots of history. Really neat. And they have a haunted lighthouse. So, yes, thank you, John. Well, actually, I have to shoot a video first. I have to shoot my video, and then I will go out for a walk because I already had lunch before the live stream. So, oui, Vibeke. À la prochaine. Oui. So anyway, so I'll see you guys, either some of you Tuesday, otherwise I'll be here next Saturday. There will be a video out tomorrow. So please watch and have a wonderful week. Take care of all of you, your wonderful souls and selves. And so until next time, be kind, keep moving forward. Take care. Bye. Ooh, I just like knocked the whole thing. Look at that. Okay, bye.